It is a beautiful day in the life of New Orleans. At some point in time, that thing right there behind me, actually, they had horses that used to be here, or mules if you want to call them, but they were dying of thirst from time to time. So they tried to install some form of water reservoir, but apparently the city council, I guess, was saying that there wasn't enough funding for it. The beautiful thing is that actually the people that lived here, there's actually only 4,000 people that live in the city of New Orleans. So if you really think about it, they all kind of know each other. They started to GoFundMe and essentially installed little water reservoirs like that all over the city. So right now there's about 25 of them. It's a cool fun fact. Apparently with this building that's right behind me, it used to be like a trading center for actual slaves. It'd be weird of me if I do not mention the whole slavery thing, because we are in the deep south of New Orleans, but let me tell you, this district right here was where they mainly traded slaves. To get even crazier, it actually used to be a trading center, a restaurant, a hotel, and a bar. So you would do all of these things in one little house. Another fun fact is that I want to say about 1863 or something, I forgot the time frame, but there was World War I that happened, and that actually became, they shut it down 150 years later, of course, because during World War I, they needed it for servicing the people that were wounded. So it was kind of like a medic kind of area. The tree behind me right here, New Orleans also had their first red light district, I think they called it. Clearly the women at some point in time literally carried the beds on their backs, whatever they needed to do for change or for money, and then they would just toss the bed on the floor and things would get done. Back in the day when Katrina hit, they actually, 90% of New Orleans was underwater. Disasters, crazy all around. They had streets that had literally water levels up to like 15, 16, up to 17 feet of just water. That's crazy. It took about 2 days for it to go, you know, back to normal, for it to go back into the Mississippi River. But still, the government took like 2 weeks to get here and then help them out. Apparently New Orleans also was the first to make the hurricane, the beverages that you see in other places. We're probably gonna have some of that later, but it's pretty crazy.
Thank y'all so much. We're at the Dolphin Street
Here we are with the captain. Out of many years that you have working this tour, what would you say would be your most interesting experience touring people?
I've had 3 people fall off my boat.
Oh.
I've had 7 people jump off my boat.
Okay.
12 phones dropped overboard.
Okay.
I had 4 fist fights on one tour.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I've seen all the bodily functions.
oh.
You name it.
Hey. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's nice. Never been on a swamp before, but thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Y'all be safe. Save some alcohol for me.
We are in the Oak Alley plantation here in New Orleans. We're in the back portion of it. This looks so beautiful. If you can see, look at the aesthetics. Reality, this place has been in 1834, I believe. We're gonna go check out the front in a minute so you can see.
Artlist.io.
This right here is actually the front of the building. As you can see, all the beautiful oak trees. Also, fun fact, if those of you that have seen the movie Forrest Gump, I have, which have not. For those of you that have, did you know that it was actually filmed on this actual scenery that you see here? Obviously, they probably changed a little bit here and there. What scene was it again?
This is the exact scene where he has the metal things that hold him together so he can actually walk. This is where he actually ran when the girl was telling him to run. This is the actual scene when he's running away from the truck and they're chasing him.
Okay. So those of you that haven't seen it, definitely check it out. This is just a piece of that. Very, very beautiful at the least. This also happens to be one of the richest plantations in the New Orleans area. Hey, so here we have Steven. He actually gave us a whole story and backstory of this whole beautiful plantation that we have. I didn't even realize this was so big. He actually lives here, actually 2 miles down the road. So what would you say to the viewers that wants to come to New Orleans and wants to come to Louisiana but never been? Like, what would you say to check out or recommend?
Well, if
from a native, because you are here, you live here your whole life. What would you say would be your favorite thing?
I would tell you this: get out of the city. Get out of the city, drive around, go to the country, meet the people, eat the food, dance to the music, have a good time.
Nice. Well, you heard it here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And keep the knowledge. That was very, very nice. Definitely. There's a lot of people here that just aren't really used to getting out of the city.
Awesome, man. I'm just saying.
But yes, but the country is very beautiful. Thank you, man. Definitely different, man. I would definitely say get out of the city. I wouldn't say forever, but if you guys can temporarily go somewhere, even if it's for like a couple of days or a couple of weeks, just so you can see the difference in lifestyle. The food is different, the people are different. Even people have accents that you've never heard before. It's very, very fascinating. If you're into personal growth and expanding the mind, kind of like that grass is greener on the other side kind of thing to say. You never know unless you look. And once you look, you'll be amazed how small of a box you really live in. Some people have bigger boxes. I'm not, downplaying you people that do, but there's even bigger boxes if you really look at that. The universe is so huge, so all I gotta say is, why not? Why not?